Hey guys, welcome back. Edwin here with Beverly Hills Dentistry, and now I'm being accompanied by our amazing cosmetic dentist, Dr. Kevin Frawley, with over 40 years of cosmetic dental experience. Dr. Frawley, he just delivered a beautiful smile makeover. What can you tell us?
We did. This maybe a few months ago, did her upper teeth, and now we've just completed her lower teeth. But it was a complicated case in that there was some missing teeth on the upper, and besides doing veneers, it involved some bridges, but then also replacing some gums. So we did some pink porcelain where we're matching the gum tissue, and it came out just great. Patient's really happy. But I think a really important part of the process and what we see when things don't go well is that people really want to rush the process and want to get it done as soon as possible. You know, this is something that, we want this to be with you for 20, 30 years. So there's no reason to rush it and not get the best result. So we go through a digital diagnosis, we do a digital wax up where we make sure that we like what it looks like, we make sure you like what it looks like, and then we spend a lot of time with the lab when we're designing the porcelain. So there's many steps. We don't just get them back from the lab. We go over it both virtually and in person to make sure that the contours and everything is correct, and all that's going on behind the scenes. And then when you come, you're still able to look at them, make sure that you like them before we put them in. And all of those are really important parts of the process to get the best possible result. And, I think that's the only way it should be done.
Indeed. Yeah. Now, our patient had a smile makeover that was done many years ago by another cosmetic dentist. Now, what was the reason for her going with us?
Well, she knew that with us, she's much more part of the process. It was a decent job, but she wasn't part of the process and didn't feel that the shape and the contours were what she wanted. So one of the things that we do is in the provisional stage, after we've made our initial preparations and you have on the provisionals, we spend time making sure you like the shape.
Indeed.
And then we can use those as our model to make the permanent ones. But I think it's really important, this is a personal decision to do this, and it's a big commitment, obviously both time and financial. And so you got to make sure that what you're going to get is what you want. And so I think it's very important that you be part of the process. And, there's some dentists that they could still do a good job, but they don't involve the patient. They just want to do it the way they do it. But then usually they all look the same because that's kind of what their style is. Yeah. And so we don't do that. We make everything very individualistic. And as our tagline says, it's the smile you were meant to have.
You heard it. All right, guys, check it out. I'm posting the before and after right here. It should pop up shortly. If you have any questions regarding the smile makeover process, you want to schedule a virtual consultation, go ahead and give our office a call. We'll catch you next time.
Excellent.